for people who still don't think that microaggressions are a problem.
Oh, you're so well-spoken.
Just imagine, instead of being a stupid comment, a microaggression is a mosquito bite.
Ugh, it's a compliment.
Mosquito bites and their itch are one of nature's most annoying features. But if you're only bitten every once in a while...
No, where are you really from?
Cleveland?
Sure, it's annoying, but it's not that big a deal. The problem is that some people get bitten by mosquitoes a lot more than other people. I mean, a lot more. Whether it's on a date...
Oh, your English is so good.
Excuse me?
Going grocery shopping.
You know, everything happens for a reason.
I'm just buying apples.
Commuting to work.
So when are you gonna have a baby?
Watching TV.
We have to keep the Redskins name. It's part of our culture and history.
Or just walking down the street with your partner.
I couldn't even tell you were gay.
Mosquitoes seem to pop up everywhere.
Do you know John? Give me shopping advice. I love Cher too.
And getting bit by mosquitoes every goddamn day.
Can I touch your hair?
Multiple times a day.
So pretty. Can
Can I touch it, please?
Can I please?
Is fucking annoying. And makes you want to go ballistic on those mosquitoes. Which seems like a huge overreaction to people who only get bit every once in a while.
It's just a mosquito bite. Who cares?
Just another angry black woman.
Of course, beyond just being annoying, some mosquitoes carry truly threatening diseases that can mess up your life for years.
Astrophysics? Maybe you should try less challenging, Major.
Ow, my dreams.
And other mosquitoes carry strains that can even kill you.
He looked like he was up to trouble, okay? I felt threatened.
So next time you think someone's overreacting, just remember, some people experience mosquito bites all the time.
You're all so exotic. Wow.
And by mosquito bites, we mean microaggressions.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to DNews Plus again today. I am Trace, and this is episode 2 of 5 in our series on mosquitoes. So, we have a long and enduring relationship with mosquitoes, obviously. You get that. But some of us seem to have a closer relationship than others. I get bit by mosquitoes all the time. Producer Brian, he doesn't get bit by mosquitoes like ever. How come that is? To answer that, we have to know what attracts mosquitoes to us. I mean, humans seem like we're just kind of hanging, right? We're just doing our thing. But every moment, we're giving off hundreds, and some of us thousands of different natural scents. And some insects, they just love them. There are some other reasons, like potentially type O blood is more attractive to mosquitoes. People with high cholesterol or with steroids in their system who have excess amounts of uric acid, the lactic acid from your sweat. People who are drinking beer or have bacteria, certain types, living on our skin, or maybe they were eating Limburger cheese. These are all real, but they're also all kind of mysteries. And it's good for people, who volunteered to get bit by mosquitoes. Thank you so much to you guys. You guys are the best for trying to figure this out in the name of science. But one thing that we do know they're attracted to, though, carbon dioxide. Stuff we're breathing out all the time, respiration. Female mosquitoes have a receptor neuron called CPA, and it detects CO2 in very minute quantities. Assuming, of course, that carbon dioxide equals mammals, mammals equal blood, and blood thus equals tasty, tasty mosquito food. The home remedies for this all kind of make sense if you think of it as you're breathing out this carbon dioxide, right? Smoke contains carbon dioxide, but also a bunch of other stuff, and it masks the stuff that you're breathing out. Smelly bug sprays and citronellas, which is actually, by the way, just fun fact, an Asian grass which contains oil. The oil is really pungent, and that hides the CO2 scent. So essentially, they're covering up everything. But mosquitoes are still really good at sensing CO2. They've evolved because this is what they need in order to eat. And without eating, they can't mate. Without mating, they can't make more mosquitoes. So they've evolved with the singular purpose. They can sense CO2 at between 10 and 50 meters. 50 meters. I'm going to do a sports metaphor here. I'm doing it. If a mosquito is 50 meters from you, it means like you're on the 50-yard line and the mosquito's buzzing around in the end zone. I think that's correct. Sports, not my thing. But either way, it's buzzing around over there, and it's like, there's a human here somewhere. So it goes and follows that CO2 trail like a cartoon character, and it gets closer and closer, and within 5 and 15 meters or so, it can see you. They have compound eyes, hundreds of tiny little lenses all across the front of their head. In fact, the mosquito's head is mostly eye. They also have thermal sensors, so they can pick up your body heat once they get close enough, and they're like, tasty warm blood. And when they've zoned in on you, and you don't manage to swat them away, they're gonna land and bite. This is only the females, by the way, so it's gonna be a lady mosquito getting all up on you. And after landing, it sticks its proboscis into you. Sounds dirty, right? A study from 2010 looked closely at what happens next. The study called her proboscis a natural biomicroelectromechanical system, which is pretty awesome. And what she does is she painlessly gets through your skin with nano-sharp teeth, and they act as saws. And once that's over, she can stick her fasciole inside to get that sweet, sweet blood. Because you have an immune system, once that proboscis gets all up inside of your body, mosquitoes have to fight off your immune system. The saliva that the mosquito is putting into your body as it's sucking the blood out of your body keeps your blood from clotting. It contains proteins that stop it. And then she just gorges until her abdomen is full, which is great for her, bad for us, because the saliva that she's putting into your bloodstream during this feeding frenzy is what causes the skin irritation that makes the mosquito bite that we see. Proteins from the mosquito saliva set off an immune response. The immune response says, oh my God, there's an invader somewhere. And like all good things, the mosquito isn't really the thing causing the mosquito bite reaction. That's us. That's our own immune system causing it. Immune system responses then cause a bump or a bite. It's technically called a wheal. And the body creates a chemical, which you are familiar with, called histamine. When you take an antihistamine, you're knocking back that histamine reaction. The chemical creates that bump and that wheal, and the swelling of the little bump disturbs the nerves in that region. They get annoyed, and annoyed nerves equals itching. Once the immune cells break down the saliva, the wheal's gonna disappear, but in between, it's really awful, and there's so much itchiness. I feel violated by her proboscis. That lady mosquito forcibly spit in my blood. Weird. So scratching the itch is only gonna make this worse, because you're doing this to yourself. Your body is trying to break down this saliva, and scratching inflames the wheal and irritates it even more, and more swelling means more annoyed nerves means more itching. The body's like, oh my God, it's gotten worse. We need more histamine here, stat, which causes more swelling and irritation and more scratching. I hate mosquitoes so much, you guys. I hate them. So now that we get how they work, what are these things all about? Males, they only live a few days. They're the kind of the boring part of the mosquito chain. Their main purpose is to mate. That's all they're for. Females, they live longer. They're the ones who bite us. And the females take iron and protein found in the blood that they just sucked out of me, and they use it to produce eggs. Males and females both will drink nectar, and they'll also drink water. Anyway, we know where they come from and how they work and what damage they can do, so let's talk about how to kill them. In the battle against mosquitoes, we already know that they're old, they're dangerous, and they've been around since as long as we have, at least. But bug spray, that has not always been around. That is actually fairly new. So for years and years, people protected themselves with ointments and remedies and things that they could put onto their body or near themselves to protect themselves from the bite. A lot of these were made from roots and from plants and animal oils. We mentioned citronella earlier. Today's almanac has some other natural remedies, like burning sage or rosemary, lemon eucalyptus oil, swallowing garlic or garlic tablets, baby oil, vanilla extract, apple cider vinegar. There are even remedies to help with the pain or itching, like lemon juice and mashed garlic paste and white vinegar and all of these different things. But I think a better place to look is probably what other animals do. Researchers observed the wedge-capped capuchin monkey in the tropical forests of Venezuela rubbing a millipede on itself, and they figured out that it was a defensive chemical that was inside of that millipede that it was protecting itself against mosquitoes with. The chemical is called a benzoquinone, and God, I wish I had some of that sometimes, but I don't really mess with millipedes. They're gross. So we want to use these chemicals to deal with mosquitoes, but we don't have any benzoquinones. Kind of sucks to be us. And that's bad because we discovered the connection between malaria and mosquitoes in 1900. They very shortly after that became the #1 pest in the United States. So a guy named Leland Howard, who is an entomologist who worked with the US government, wrote a paper. The title is Mosquitoes: How They Live, How They Carry Disease, How They Are Classified, How They May Be Destroyed. Howard, Leland, you're the best. His thought was to cover the United States with kerosene. Well, kerosene spray. It would kill them all. The whole US. It's probably a bad idea, Leland. Went up, came right back down. We don't have a great track record when it comes to spreading chemicals across the planet. Bad things tend to happen. The Federal Insecticide Act of 1910 regulated insecticides so that people like Leland Howard's plans didn't get to be done. It tried to make insecticides safer, but even that wasn't the best. But coming back to it, there's a philosophical argument against this, isn't there? Should we take all of these insects and remove them from the population just because it would be better for us? It wouldn't be better for the fish and for the frogs and for the bats and for all of these other animals, migratory birds that eat these mosquitoes, even if it's just a small part of their diet. It wouldn't be better for them, at least not for the foreseeable future. It would just be better for us, humans. Are there other less drastic measures? Sure. Scientists agree, though, that we don't know 100% of what's going to happen. Is that a risk that we're willing to take? For now, we're trying our hardest just to manage mosquitoes. Killing the ones we can, tracking ones that we can't kill, cleaning up stagnant water, educating the world on mosquito safety, wearing long sleeves, mosquito nets, using citronella if that works for you. But maybe one day we'll just set up a little thing over there and it'll shoot lasers at all the mosquitoes in the area. It'd be crazy, right?
If evil were a lesser breed than justice, after all these years, the righteous would have freed the world of sin.